Good day, everyone. Today I will talk about Israel-Hamas war, which started on 7 October 2023. This is one of the biggest international conflicts in the world today. It has affected millions of people and has involved many countries. In the presentation, I will explain what happened, why it happened, how countries reacted, and how realism and national interest help us understand this war. My main idea is that countries act to protect themselves and their interests. This is what realism tells us. However, realism cannot explain every part of this conflict. The conflict between Israel and Palestine did not start in 2023. It has been going on for many years. Both Israelis and Palestinians believe that they have rights to the same land. Because of this, there have been many wars and conflicts. On 7 October 2023, Hamas launched a surprise attack on Israel. Hamas fighters crossed the border into Israel. They attacked towns and military bases. Around 1,200 people were killed and more than 250 people were taken as hostages. Israel said it had to protect its peoples. It declared war on Hamas. Israel then started airstrikes and later sent soldiers into Gaza. Many buildings were destroyed, many civilians lost their homes, many people had to leave their homes to find safety. The war also affected hospitals, schools, and food supplies. Because of this, many countries and international organizations became involved. The United Nations asked both sides to protect civilians and allow food and medical aid into Gaza. Many countries became involved in this war. The United States strongly supported Israel. The US sent military equipment and gave political support. The US said Israel has the right to defend itself. Iran supported Hamas and other armed groups in the region. Iran and Israel has been rivals for many years. Iran believes supporting these groups increasing its influence in the Middle East. Egypt and Qatar tried to help both sides. They helped with talks and released hostages. They also tried to arrange temporary ceasefires. The United Nations called for peace. It asked both sides to protect civilians and allow aid. Because many countries become involved, this is not only local conflict, this is also an important international issue. Now I will explain the theory. The theory I choose is realism. Realism is one of the oldest theory in international relations. It says the world has no single government to protect every country. Because of this, every country must protect itself. Countries cannot fully trust other countries. They must depend on their own military, economy, and power. The main goal is survival. Countries want to stay safe. They also want to protect their people and their land. Realists believe countries often use military force when they think their security is in danger. The concept I choose is national interest. National interest means doing what is people doing for best for your country. Every government wants to protect its people. It wants to keep the country safe. It wants to protect its borders, economy, and future. Sometimes countries make difficult decisions because they believe those decisions will protect their national interest. Realism helps explain Israel's action. After the Hamas attack, Israel believed it had to protect its people. It used military force because it wanted to stop future attacks. From realist view, protecting national security comes first. Realism also helps explain Hamas. Hamas says it is fighting for Palestinian rights and lands. It believes force is the only way to reach its goals. Other countries also acted because of national interest. The United States supported Israel because Israel is an important ally. Supporting Israel also helps protecting Americans' interests in the Middle East. Iran supported Hamas because it wants more influence in the region. Egypt and Qatar wanted peace because the war could affect their own security. Their actions were also based on national interest, strengths, and weaknesses. Realism explains many parts of this war. It explains why countries use military power, why its security is very important. It explains why countries act based on their own interests. However, realism does not explain everything. This conflict is also about history, it is about religion, it is about identity, it is about land. Their issues have existed for many years. Because of this, another theory such as constructivism can also help explain the conflict. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Israel Hamas war is one of the biggest international conflicts today. Many countries have become involved. Realism helps us understand why countries use military power to protect themselves. The concept of national interest explains why governments make decisions that protect their own country. However, realism cannot explain every part of this conflict. History, religion, and identity are also important. To fully understand this war, we should look at more than one international relations theory. Thank you for listening.